security to ensure safety of our people. Back to you, Nivek.
All right, more breaking news coming in. Protesters have vandalized Nepal's Supreme Court and Attorney General's office as well, further escalating their actions. And protesters have vandalized the homes of Nepali Congress President Sher Bahadur Deuba in Budhalnikantha during the ongoing Gen Z demonstrations against corruption. Now, visuals have emerged of Deuba's residence captured by youth seen throwing money as well. Journalist Thana is with us on the broadcast to talk more about this. Journalist Thana, well, are you also shocked at how easy, that Nepal descended into this chaotic situation despite having a military and all the proper agencies to do their work?
It is surprising, but it is not, I would say, it is not impossible, for the reason because the kind of protests which they had earlier, they have a history of protests. And as I mentioned earlier when I was speaking, with the kind of changes in government, and every change in government also had a protest to follow. So they have a series of protests, but this one seems to be much more, shall I say, much more dangerous as far as the lives are concerned, because 19 lives lost didn't happen earlier. So that's one part of it. Second is that let me also realistically analyze. See, KP Sharma Oli's government is pro-China. So expecting China to do something or instigate something like that, I think it may be far-fetched, for the simple reason because it doesn't suit them. KP Sharma Oli's government was suiting them from all angles, whether it was publishing a map against India, whether it was trying to claim Lipu Lake Pass, whether it was accepting or signing on dotted lines as far as BRI is concerned, or whether it was keeping quiet on when Chinese encroach in Humla province and a number of places where they have encroached inside Nepal. So all these things were suiting China to an extent that if you recall a couple of years back, when KP Sharma Oli landed up in his first term or in his earlier term, when he landed into some kind of political problem, you had Chinese ambassador getting all the parties together and trying to sort out who was a lady ambassador, and that photograph was very, very popular. So apparently Oli and China, they were hand in gloves. So this certainly is not a doing of Chinese. It appears to be. We will have to perhaps wait and see till the time we have more indicators. As far as the Americans are concerned, now let me put it this way. Somewhere around 2022, there was a protest which came up against America. They had given $500 million, which was mentioned by Sudhakarji. There is an organization called as, there was an organization called as MCC. Now, basically, they were funding that MCC organization, and apparently, their contention was social and humanitarian aid or whatever, but then the fact was that we all know that everything has got strings attached. So certainly they had pumped money to buy influence. Now whether that money was enough to trigger a protest of the kind which actually happened, or maybe that all these multinational companies who own these apps, they have become smarter, that whenever somebody tries to put pressure on them, they can also instigate, and that instigation of such unrest may be difficult in well-established democracies, but if it is a democracy like Nepal, which is in any case getting fragile.
All right, so hold on to that thought. We'll just come back to you momentarily. More breaking.